Hi everyone, welcome back. If you guys saw my other video for the Too Faced You're a Gem palette, you know I really like this palette, the purple one. But what about the green one? This is what I'm going to be testing out for you today. The purple one came in a set with a mascara and a primer mascara. This one is by itself and it's for $29. And it's just called Too Faced Precious Gems Limited Edition Eyeshadow Palette. I absolutely loved the purple one. Purple is one of my favorite colors for eyeshadow. But let's see if I can get on board with something that's a little bit more neutral leaning. I have 3 looks for you guys, including the one that I have on my eyes right now. I'm going to show you 3 looks and swatches and then give you my final thoughts. So let's get started.
Let's start off with the 2 matte shades first. I'm using this rosy off-white shade in the inner corner and the brow bone to lighten it up, and then using the brown shade into the crease and in the outer part of the eye. But also I'm bringing it into the lower lash line. And here are what the mattes look like. I think they look really nice and smooth on the eyes. Now I'm packing on this shimmer shade. It's called Pave All Day and it's a foiled metallic shade. And I'm loving how the green sparkles are showing through on top of the brown matte. On to the second look. I'm keeping it pretty simple using the matte shade in the crease and also on top of the eyelid. And then I'm applying the champagne gold shimmer on the lid, and it's just so smooth and beautiful. I'm also bringing the brown shade into the lower lash line and then just finishing up the look. Here is the look. I think this looks so smooth and beautiful. The last look, I want to try out this Precious Gem shimmer, and for that I'm just going to create a base of brown matte shade. And I'm going to apply Precious Gems right in the center. Now this shade I didn't like so much. I was just not seeing the wow factor. So then I tried to put the sort of green shimmer in the inner corner, and then I didn't like that. And then I applied a little bit on the lid as well. This look was a bit of a disaster, but anyways, this is the final look for my third look. This shade is supposed to be like a pink shifty green shade, but I don't know, I felt like the Precious Gems shade was just not that impactful. Here are the swatches in natural light. Not a lot of versatility in this particular palette.
Because the green palette is missing that sort of a vibrant shade that I could also use on my lower lash line, I did have to use a liner. So in my lower lash line, I did use this MAC liner to give a little bit more oomph and a little bit more like wow-ness to the look. Because, I mean, the look is still nice, but I wanted something more interesting in my lower lash line. My final thoughts on this palette, I really like the palette, but I am a little bit disappointed when I compare it to the other palette. And the only reason is because of this flashy purple shade. I feel like having this sort of satin metallic formula gave more versatility to the palette, because I was able to take this shade and put it into my lower lash line, whereas there's nothing like that in this palette. This palette is more like just 3 shimmery shades and 2 mattes. The shimmery shades all look pretty much the same, whereas this one I had that extra versatility with that very beautiful purple shade. But nonetheless, the shades are really beautiful. Pave All Day is the one I'm wearing right now and has like a little bit of a green shimmer in there, and I think the green works really beautifully with the brown. And most of all, I really love the mattes. I think I'm kind of getting bored of the more heavier, creamy eyeshadows that tend to be, I guess, the trend nowadays. And it was really refreshing to use this matte formula, which was more like lighter powder, less creamier. It's still soft and smooth, but it doesn't like cling to your eyelid. It's smooth, it's easy to work with, and I really appreciated that about the matte formulas in this palette. And I think using the lighter cream shade in the inner part of the eye helped make the inner part of my eye lighter and brighter. Other than that, I don't really know how else I'm going to use that shade, but that was nice to have that sort of lighter shade to create some brightness around my eye. I really wish instead of doing like a purple one with the mascaras and then a standalone green one, if they had done both palettes in like one set and made it cheaper for us. It's still a lot for $29 for 5 shadows. I feel like it's still a lot, and it would have been nice if they had just put it into a set, and instead of charging us like 29 times 2, which is 58, they could have maybe done it for like $49, like something a little bit cheaper, and then or $39, you know? It's the holidays, you know? Give back to your fans and give them something that's a little bit more affordable. Nonetheless, I'm really impressed with these two eyeshadow palettes. I think they really stepped up their game with the quality, because many times when I have tried Too Faced eyeshadow palettes, there's always one or two like dud shades where they don't work very well on the eyes, but I didn't have any of that with these two palettes, and hopefully they are consistent from palette to palette, and all the palettes that they have launched are the same good quality. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. I do really enjoy reviewing holiday releases. I also really like Halloween releases, so I might have a couple of Halloween release reviews. So if that is something that sounds interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button also. Thank you. Bye.